Hello there, everyone. I'm back again. Disclaimers, these are my thoughts and opinions, and also I swear. Now, I'm not, at this point in time, going to say anything about Diddy, right? Although I am loving it. I'm tits deep in that at the minute. You know what I think about pedos if you've been here before. Pedos and winkers, mate. No, which are often in bed together. I need to find out if he was a dark brother. But I should imagine, because obviously the people who run the world, way worse than Diddy, mate. Way worse than Diddy. Yeah, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk about a different kind of in-your-face corruption today. Because this morning I spoke to a doctor, right? Now, I was pulled in for my yearly well check. It's what I think they call it, like a blood test, right? So I went along for it. You know what I mean? You could take it out, just put a note in, right? So I went and had it and I knew, actually, because it happened on my 40th. I had the same blood test, and they brought me in, and they made out that I was close to death, right, when I was 40. And I said to the woman, well, I just want to know, am I menopausal? And she said, no, you're perimenopausal. Didn't tell me what that fucking was. I've done the old bloody thing. Well, obviously, I'm still there. I don't know what's meant to be going on. Nobody's ever told me. This ain't about the menopause. This is about statins, because last week I had 2 phone calls which I didn't answer because it was 8:30 in the morning. That's a stupid time of day. I'm a night owl. I ain't up at that time of day, right? So then on Friday I got a letter. You need to ring it. So I rang up, and she's like, "Oh, I'll book you in for an appointment Monday morning, a telephone appointment, obviously, because new normal, right?" And so he rang me about lunchtime today, and I got a 10-minute sales pitch trying to sell me statins. Now I wrote the fucker down, cat's laid on it, right? And if anybody knows about this stuff, right, I have a cholesterol level of 7.2. I have triglycerides of 2. Princess, can I just 2.29? What are triglycerides? I don't know, but mine are 2.29, and this equates in science to me having a 14% chance of having a heart attack. Thanks. Right. Then he started on his sales pitch. Right. This was a well person's check. So I sat there and I listened to him waffle on about these bloody statins, and he said, "Do you know much about statins?" I said, "I was prescribed them when I was 40, when I went for my blood pressure, but my blood test then. Oh, let me just check this. Click, 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 click." You can hear him clicking in the background. "Let me just check. Oh, yes, you did have that back in 2014, and there was something in 2017 that like I was meant to go for a blood test for, and that I wasn't invited or something cracking." So this one, he's just going on about that. So what do you know about statins? Yeah, was prescribed them. I didn't have them. "Oh, why didn't you have them?" I said, "Because I researched statins." "All right. And so what is it about this that you found on your research of statins that put you off the idea?" I said, "Well, it seems like, just like how antidepressants can give you depression, statins can give you a heart attack, and I'm not prepared to take that risk." Well, he went, "Studies have suggested that this is wrong," pretty much. Like, bloke didn't know what he was on about, but he was trying. It was full on dealing with objections, like he was going from a cheat sheet. You know what I mean? Used to be a saleswoman, know what's going on. And I'm like, well, to be fair, I kind of stopped him halfway through. I was kind of hoping if you'd like, because I was expecting, because this woman when I was 40 had said, oh, you're perimenopausal, that it said down there what you know, like, and because it was a well woman check of a woman aged 53, that they'd be checking my hormone levels, and I was expecting a sales pitch on HRT, and I wasn't quite sure because I've not researched HRT, but you know, I wasn't going to take that either, to be fair. But that's what I was expecting to be sold. But I was expected to be sold pharmaceutical drugs of some description. That's exactly what happened, right? And shock of shockers, like nobody was less surprised than me. But I took the time to, I didn't talk over the top of it, segued in the conversation into something I'm actually interested about. So I asked him what they actually tested for, because I said, like, you know, like, I wanted to know, like, am I, because I know I'm in the menopause because I've not had a period for a year. But I was wondering what my hormone levels were. Oh, we've not tested for that. We don't do those tests. That's a specific blood test you have to go for. We gauge that by your symptoms. And it's like, right, okay then. I was like, so what did you test for? Hold on a minute, he went. So he'd not got any of this information to hand, just my cholesterol. That's what he phoned for, to give me a sales pitch about statins, right? So I'm like, oh, what? Click, click, click. Click, click, click in the background. Oh, well, we tested for your liver function, kidneys, and diabetes. And they're all okay. I'm like, well, that's all right then. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, right, that's fine. So do you not want these then? No, I don't. Oh, all right then. Well, if you change your mind, get in touch with us and we'll get that for you. And it's like, drug pushing, mate. You know what I mean? I might be wrong on this, right? Because I've never looked into it, and call me wrong on that if you wish, right? I don't, like, they're you know me, I don't do fucking numbers. Like, the amount of times I say I don't do numbers is 7.2, particularly high cholesterol, because I'm pretty sure that my eldest brother had a cholesterol check years ago and his was 15 or something. Like, I could be wrong, might be remembering it wrong, do not quote me. But 14% chance of dying of heart attack, and for that you want to sell me drugs, or you want me to cost the taxpayer money on something that we don't. 14, where did you get that number? Do you know what I mean? The NHS, the just the doctors in general. You know what I mean? I used to have a chap who did me computer in the old house, like, many years ago, and he said he used to be a GP, and he said literally a monkey could do it. There is no, I got out of it and became an IT man because it's just brain numbing. Like, literally anybody could be a doctor. It is that easy work. You just write prescriptions. And as I've said before, I used to work for 3M Healthcare, and I was friends with some people in the sales department. Look at my little cheeky face. One of them was snobbing me, okay. But at the end of the day, it was in my early 20s, and oh my God, he was divine. He was like 6'2" or over, like, you know, them shoulders. Looked a bit like Sean Connery, just fucking marble teeth, model, handsome. I'm so sorry. That's why I took an interest. And then there was this older geezer who wanted to get me pants married, man. Shame on him. But yeah, so I was over the sales department quite a bit. These people just made a mint. Do you know what I mean? That was the hub of the whole thing. You know, like, you went into the sales department, it was like, do you know what I mean? Anyways, so yeah, I've been tried to be pushed pharmaceuticals that I have, well, I've not actually researched them, but I've heard enough to know that no. I should imagine some of them are made by Pfizer, and Pfizer, obviously, Prozac, Champix, is it? I know of someone, I won't name her, who took Champix to give up smoking, literally had to sit on her hands because she wanted to hurt herself, like normal mental capacity, until she went on that drug. And then she sat there on it and she was in an absolute fucking state. And I was in an absolute state when I was on Prozac. I stood there fucking headbutting the bathroom fucking door, like repeatedly. Like, oh, nasty things, pharmaceutical drugs, but makes people money. And that's what the world's about. P. Diddy made people money as well. And they let him get away with absolute debauchery. You think he weren't being watched from above, mate? He was recreated in their image and did exactly what he'd been told to do by higher powers, as do doctors. So we'll leave that there. If you've got any thoughts and opinions, please leave them in the comments. Let's get the discussion started, and let's make mates. If you're not mates with me on Facebook already, hit me up. And because as that's coming down, as the whole Hollywood thing is crumbling, this is the perfect time. And I've said this before, I can't remember what I said it to before, but this one, again, it's like literally the amount of people who've like deleted their Twitter, and Kevin Hart's like fucking given up his restaurant chain, and like it's only going to get better. And I'm fucking living for it, mate, because like all the sex parties, mate, roll around in lube. Use all of the lube, every bit of the lube. But you're gonna have fucking kids, which is what Justin Bieber was when he was diddled first. Then we're gonna have an issue, because the matriarchy does not take kindly to that. So we're coming for you, and let's get together while all that's going on. This is the perfect time to wake each other up to the fact that the whole world's a stage and these people are players. As ever, if you've stuck with me till the end, I owe you a bevy. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all of that fandango, then please do. And never forget that I love you all. Except boy.